At Lyceum Square we're having another fun day. We've got all the deck chairs out. Just need tennis on the big screen and strawberries, and we've cracked it. We've got the usual face painting. We've got all sorts of toys here. Hula hoops, sandbags, numbers, dress up clothes.
Welcome to the New Cheshire Archives, Crewe, a gateway to our county's rich history and one of two new centres for Cheshire's archives.
What we haven't got is any kids.
This outstanding facility,
The big screen's got its picture back, and they're giving us a talk about the new archive centre. It is on YouTube, this.
You can see into the centre and catch glimpses of the unique collections, exhibition and research spaces. The building itself features bespoke design elements celebrating Crewe's rich railway heritage inspired by the archive collections. As you enter the building on the ground floor, you'll find a coffee shop, a great place to meet friends.
Oh, a coffee shop. Just what we need, a coffee shop.
Space, the stage, a place where...
Well, they're back again trying to fix these two charging spots. How many people, how many times to get a couple charging spots? It can't be that difficult, surely to God. Yeah, I've got a van here and they're messing about again. Well, we have got roadworks and traffic lights by NatWest. What exactly they're doing we're not sure, but we just don't want people getting bored. Well, it's not actually roadworks they're doing, it's putting a curbstone in. Health and safety says we must put traffic lights up and block the road. Well, Wasteland, they've got a bloody big lorry with bloody big bags of something or other. It'd be funny if he got stuck, wouldn't it? What a hell of a lot of something. Like it's usually top soil or something like that. Prince Albert Street, and there's big signs going up at Burford House is up for sale. Couple of bob. I thought this would be part of Select, but it's a separate building or separate offices. So who's going to buy this one? And how much will it be? Just trying to count the bricks now. We're still working on all these new benches. They're trying to bolt them to the floor, whether they weren't bolted to the floor before or they were inadequately bolted. It was going down about a foot with the bloody bolt. They've done that one. See all new bolts on it. And that's how it's old, is it? It's only a couple of months old. I just had a nice chat with the developer. So they're going to do apartments, the actual shop, and the next floor, whether it's going to be offices, they're not quite sort of decided yet because nobody wants the shop at the bottom. So we'll have to see on that, but it's liable to be a 2-year project doing all the conversion and getting the flats up and running and what have you. So something else for the Regeneration of Crewe video. I've got all these VGA signs, we've mentioned it before, but they've not said what it's on. I've seen one advert on Facebook, it's going to be something in the park, but why are you putting them all around town and not saying when it's on, what's on, or where it's on? Seems a bit pointless. And whether you want to celebrate somebody dropping an atomic bomb and killing millions of people, we don't know. So I thought there'd have been something, because it's the 14th, so they said it's either the 14th or 15th, depending on when you consider when they dropped the bomb or when they surrendered. But nothing going on at all. And once again, these new signs you can't get to because there's cars parked there. When we spoke to the council, they said no, there shouldn't be parking there at all. No parking area. Whether it's the people from the cafe are doing it, It makes it almost impossible to get to some of the display board. And we'd like to know the cost of that, because those display boards must have cost a bloody fortune. And for what? Just to whack 4 boards up and a couple of posters. Well, the big screen is back on with actual video and things, because quite a few days it's just been audio and nothing else. So we're back in business. And these 2 power points for cars by the court that we've been messing about with for bloody weeks, we've now unblocked them, so are they working? But the prices on the board are still not there. Well, this one's interesting, if we can see that. We don't want me in the picture, do we? £35. You buy the actual machine for that. So it's still not 100% clear whether it's working or not. Somebody's got 35 quid's worth there. Well, if you're a Barclays customer on Friday, the bank's open on the square. Trying not to get the children, but so the van's there every Friday. I don't know if there's another day that they come, but you can go to the mobile bank. Now it's quite interesting because I've just sort of filmed how they're parking by the new signs outside the theatre, and the council said they shouldn't be parking there, book them down. And I just spoke to the enforcement officer and he says they can't do now because the council haven't put a sign, so they've got to put a sign, no parking, then they can book them. Other than that they can't do now. I just spoke to Barclays and it's just Fridays that they come into Crewe Square, so no other day but Fridays, and they said they're cracking on with the works and they hoped to open it earlier than they estimated. Don't Barclays Bank have got to come on a Friday. And George's playing fields, and there's all new regeneration going on for new football pitches and one thing and another. Massive long trench been dug out, goes on forever. Plenty of topsoil if you want some topsoil. I'm just looking at the old, what used to be the tennis courts on the Georges, and now it's become jungle. It's quite a nice nature spot really, but it's just a pity they didn't make another tennis court or something. Doesn't actually sort of go anywhere, it's just a circle of trees and bushes, but it's a nice country, peaceful little bit of land. Well, the big screen by the theatre has got a series of pictures on. None of mine, I don't know why. One of the Queen's Park there. Quite pleasant. Nice pictures to look at. Well, Market Centre is a bit different. Do you want some big flowers? When I say big, I mean big flowers. I've got some there. And some ginormous roses there. So it is a company that does these amazing flowers. You don't have much room in the house if you had them in the house, would you? and they are magnificent. If you come in the market hall, there is a card where you can get them, buy them, rent them from. Well, History Centre, obviously things are moving on, but there's not a lot to see. But just have a look at the actual building from the outside. It's interesting, there's a thing on telly. See where they've got all these bolts, that it's stronger if you weld it, because you've got 4 things holding it there. If you weld it, it's a lot better. Welding every joint instead of bolting it would put the cost up hell of a lot, but that's what it said on the telly. Well, these charges again, it's still not clear whether they're actually on, because that one's still got its 35 quid owing or on. The prices at the top are not there. So if they are working, it's a bit naughty, because you don't know what you're going to pay for, because it doesn't give you the pricing. Again, we've been saying about autumn, and by the church things are starting to happen. The amount of leaves on the floor. Again, it said on the telly that I said due to the dry weather it can sort of force autumn and drop its leaves early, so we still don't know if it's proper autumn or just down to the weather. We're just noticing back of the shops in town. Historic buildings these, aren't they? But look at all the windows smashed. I don't quite know which shop it is. Big satellite dish there, presumably that's for the bookies. But everything's smashed up. We have got an emergency permit. More road works. We did have it over there last week, putting the curbstone in, so now they've got big lorries and half the roads closed and traffic lights, and this causes chaos for the buses, because a lot of the buses come this way, so they make some sort of 10 minutes late to start with. And Barclays, they've got a big craney thingy delivering big something or other, and lots of men coming out to lift it up. Assuming it's all for Barclays, they've got one hell of a load there. See if we can sneak a preview in there. Oh, you can't see everything up. On the wasteland, we've got a big jigger digging. That's what diggers do. I don't know what the excitement is here for having a big digger, and dug a little hole there. Presumably big diggers for digging dig holes for some reason. Now further round on the wasteland we've got these big piles. There's a big pile there, big pile over there, a skip full there. Collecting piles. Whether that's just to see what's under the ground and test it or something. There's a little pile over there. So it's very clayey, whatever it is. All sorts of bloody rubble and stuff. Yeah, just talking to the guys that are digging the holes, and it's just told to come here, dig a hole and take some samples, and they're taking a lot of soil samples away. All really fine, and it's thick clay. There's nothing exciting, whether shops want it here, so the other side it could be where the garage was, lots of oil and stuff, but it's basically all they're doing is digging the clay up. And the old shop down West Street that's being regenerated, they're now totally redoing the roof. Well, Samuel Street Park, there's a lot going on, but still not sure what it is. They've got lots of cement and diggers and new stuff going in. And we've now got this bit of tarmac here. Quite what that's supposed to be, I don't really know. Again, from the bottom we can see now the path is done. It's a proper tarmacy path. Whether this soil's just what they've left over and nothing to do with it. We've still got that bit we just looked at up there. They've got the diggers up there doing a lot of work. So there's new play area going in. Pigeon getting in on that. So we've got, if they stick to the plan, about another week. I was just looking at the limelight because we did sort of cover it quite a few times. It's a lot of work going on, and all of a sudden it seems to have stopped. So we've got this new extension, which we're assuming is part of the limelight. And the limelight itself, there's no sort of work been seen for quite some time, so I don't know what's happened with that. Because that extension, there is a gap there, so whether that's part of the limelight, we don't know. Well, the old Blitz fireworks shop, it used to be a television shop, wasn't it, Charlesworth? Still up for sale. Nobody's taking it up. Well, the old Wilko store's under offer. At the moment we don't know who it is, because it was supposed to be another furniture shop, but it's definitely under offer, so we'll just wait and see if that goes through. Must be brew time. He's going at a fair old back. High Street, we've got a week or just over a week before it's supposed to finish, so they're putting this fence up. They left it late to decide to put this bloody fence up with spikes on the top. Quite what's going on, because we've got nice posh new ones and rusty ones where they're just temporary, but all the way along they're putting these spike fences, because it was a concern that people could walk off here and in there. So say it's supposed to finish up to the end of this month, so just over a week. Or could it overrun again? No, Market Street, anybody want a couple of free desks? A lot of desks, but it's a bit too big for what I want. A couple of good desks free if you want one. We'll get it quick. I was just talking to a council bot. He says it's now September. And the rusty bits are by design, because this here, if we look, I've never noticed before, but this is actually rusty. It makes no sense, but that's why they've got rusty bits up there. It's all part of the design. And when it rots, we know why. Still no explanation as why they put all them plants in the other side and then ripped them all up. The middle of it looks quite good, but so they did say the end of August, so we're hoping sort of next week, but you're saying September. So sometime by Christmas we might get it open. Well, Oak Street, they've now got black bits on the outside, which is side wall probably. There's a little gap there, I don't know why they got a little gap, but whether there's going to be a window there because there's the stairs aren't there, are they? Well, that looks like that's what the design's going to be. It's going to be this black, looks plastic, doesn't it? But probably the design. So things are moving. The other side there's breeze block wall going in with plastic membrane. Only got a lot of breeze blocks. So work is progressing. Well, we've got black bricks here and then breeze blocks behind it. We've got a little cubby hole here, I don't know what that is, where the naughty boys go, aren't they? It's a totally separate little bit for something. So if they're using brick, it's going to take a long time, isn't it? We've still got plenty of roadwork signs and traffic light signs and God knows what blocking the pavement. Just waiting to get over the bridge to see if there's actually any roadworks. So still got traffic lights and warning signs and what have you, but there's no actual work being done. They just quite can't comprehend it, can they? Move the sign. Well, the wasteland again, there's two people chops in. We've got all these bits where you've taken the soil samples. It's still nowhere near finished. It was supposed to be 6 weeks. And this is becoming longer running soap than Coronation Street. So I can't see anything done. It's getting too late now to grass it. Well, council, they'll probably do it Christmas Day or something stupid, but with the weather it's certainly getting very late to put grass down. And they want tons and tons and tons of bloody topsoil before they can do anything. And then when they come to build, if they ever do, they'll rip it all up again.